Hi, Paige. I think you're doing some really pretty interesting things here. Your use of color, for the most part, is pretty good. You're using it to represent the emotions, and I think you're picking colors that do well with that. Your designs are also fairly visually interesting, engaging compositions, use of shapes, repeated motifs, those kinds of things. There are a couple things that I do think could be improved. One is looking at anger. And anger is usually seen or thought of as a kind of a hot, explosive, dangerous emotion. And the circular form usually is seen as opposite of that, quite stable, quite serene, as are the cool colors, blues and greens. Here we have a blue circle as the center focus of this composition, which I think moves quite far away from the idea of anger. So my suggestion here is think of more angles and diagonals and hot colors contrasted against blacks and grays maybe. I think both happy and whimsical are right on in their rainbow palettes of secondary and primary tints. I would suggest staying away from these forms that look like they're picked off a shape menu in a Microsoft program, particularly the suns, the clouds, these kind of banner forms all look just kind of standard issue. And if you're going to use those, make modifications to them. You can stretch them and change them and do all kinds of things to them. But right now they look very kind of generic. Also, try to stay away from representational imagery, that is drawings of things. So you have a cloud and a sun, which would be representational. We want to stick to non-representational imagery, quite like you're doing in Angry. I think the color scheme for morning is quite good. I like the forms that you're using in the repeated circular motif with the square in it, changing, varying its size here, I think adds visual interest. Only because I read your comments on it do I know that it's a representational imagery. It works quite well as abstract imagery, non-representational imagery, and that's what we should be striving for, not trying to represent sad faces with tears, but using shape and form, line, color to express these ideas. So, although I think it works quite well, and I wouldn't change it, just making sure that you understand the difference between representational and non-representational imagery is important. I'm going to send these back to you because of the representational shapes in Whimsical and the blue circle basically in Anger. And if you could make revisions to your work, that would be fantastic, and then send them back to me for a grade, okay?